I'll do a small intro and then you can say whatever you need to say.
Alright, sounds good.
That was me tabbing out, not a crash or anything.
All right, everyone, welcome back to Distance Art Care's Play Live 2019. Coming to you from Minnesota, it is Newt 1 with Helix and Condor. Take it away.
Yep, as already stated, I am Helix, and this is Newt 1, and my commentator friend is Condor.
Hey, how's it going?
This is a non-violent indie platformer made by some devs local to Minneapolis. They're great people. This is a great speed game, I think so anyway. We've been working on this for about 2 months. This game dropped early access on Steam, I think back in February. Anyway, this has been my project for the last few months, and Condor's too. And I'm hoping more people see this and at least try to pick it up. But yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, it's been a great time getting to learn this game. We actually found it at a speedrunning convention.
Yeah,
that was also a video game music convention.
Yeah, I should have mentioned that too.
We just kind of picked it up there.
But I think that's about it for a quick intro. Everything else we can explain during the run. So if y'all are ready, then I'm ready to start.
Ready when you are.
Alright. Time will start on go. 3, 2, 1, go. And that's a cutscene skip there. Skipping cutscenes in this game is really easy. And you're gonna see me, right off the bat, moving diagonally a lot and jumping. That's because I found vectoring in this game. So when you move diagonally, you accelerate faster and have a higher top speed in the air. So I try to use that whenever possible, and it actually breaks this game quite a bit, makes some jumps possible that would not be otherwise. And by some, I mean a lot.
Yeah, the first level is pretty straightforward, but pretty soon after that, almost every other level, you'll just see him using lots of vectoring to make jumps that are not intended, often skipping huge portions of.
Yep, and you'll see me. I don't know how I feel about this cycle. Okay, let's just not jump. What a great start. Normally I skip that cycle, but for some reason I didn't jump. It's okay though.
So in this game you play as Newt, and you're going around awakening everyone across the land of Groovy Hue. It's a bit of like a rite of passage sort of thing. So you'll see Newt bringing color to all of these worlds and waking up owls that you eventually get to use as platforms once they fly over to the right place, which actually gives, in a lot of places, a nice little safety net, as if there's a difficult jump that you have to do, a lot of the times you get more than one try at it since you have to wait for the owls anyways. So that's pretty nice. You'll be seeing that in a few levels coming up.
The problem is, these owls are slow, so we try to skip them whenever possible. Also, that still saved a ton of time, even though I failed it twice. You're not going to see a lot of these levels.
Yep, that being a great example of a jump that you can only make with vectoring, skipping most of the entire level. This level here will be skipping even more.
This level I like to call the greatest example of vectoring, because this jump is incredibly easy with vectoring, but without it you will not make it. So if you're learning this run and want to learn vectoring, try it on Forest 3, try that jump. And you saw me pick up the wings in Forest 2. Those are super helpful, and when they're in a level, basically the entire goal of that level is to get the wings and then fly to the end. They help Newt jump higher and glide, and that combined with vectoring, it's just amazing. Force 4 introduces the wand, and you see now the wand brings color to things without me having to actually touch it myself. This will be super helpful in certain sections. It is necessary for a couple of skips. This jump is difficult. There we go.
So that jump right there, good example of when first couple times you miss it, it doesn't set you back at all because you're waiting for the owl anyways. But so only minor time loss there, even though it took a good couple tries.
It's also a good example of the scenery helping me out. You saw I jumped off sort of like a shrub thing there. That actually happens quite a bit. I'm really glad these shrubs are in the game. I forgot to hold back again. I always do that. I don't pay enough attention to the beginning of levels and transitions and stuff. But if I were to hold back at the start of that level, I could actually have made a first cycle. It would have been pretty tight though. I did not get a good lineup for this. There we go. And this is an example of what Condor has named, let me think, reverse anti-spice ice baby clipping.
That was Rocket. Shoutouts to Rocket.
Oh, he named it that?
Known as Cooper Craft, who named it that. I found it, so he named it that after me.
Oh. So yeah, when I use the drums,
also known as ice clipping.
Yeah, that's the short name. When I use the drums, they turn water into ice so I can stand on it. But if I jump into the ice, or if I jump into the water and then turn it to ice, the game tries to get me out as fast as possible. And if I'm inside of the water far enough, the closest direction to send me is up, so it just sends me on top. And that is super useful in a couple spots in this run. It's not as broken as vectoring, but it's still very important. It's really easy too, once you get the hang of it. You can basically just press jump and jumps at the same time.
Yeah, as soon as as long as you don't hit the kill barrier that's in the middle of all of the water blocks, then it's not too difficult to pull that trick up.
That was a lot harder than it looked. Getting that first try.
This is a very difficult jump right there that he just did. Even just getting up onto that little shrub that he jumped off of, and then building up on enough speed to clear that next jump just between the shrub and the owls, it takes a very precise vector to get enough speed in that short of a jump.
Yes, and now we're at Islands 1, and I'm going to try a skip that saves like 40 seconds. I probably won't get it, but I have gotten it in runs before. Oh, no way. Let's go!
It's amazing. This is usually considered only to be an individual level strat, not generally full speedrun.
I just hit that in a marathon, are you kidding? This strat is sick, by the way. Condor found this. Oh, man. Alright. If you miss this, you have to restart the level, though, because otherwise your cycle will be wrong, and it'll be harder to predict when this platform is going to fly up. Okay, I'm gonna just chill here for a bit. There we go.
So we're trying to jump on top of there, and then you can land on top of that gate and clear the next jump, which skips pretty much over half the level.
I jumped way too late.
And skips lots of
I'm just gonna do this
platform cycling, which is another huge thing in this game, is that there's a lot of platforms moving at their own cycles, and we try to do as much as we can to make it to them or skip them entirely, to either try to get first cycle and get there right as the platforms are coming to us, or just skip them entirely.
Yep, and here's Islands 3. This level is actually quite long, features a lot of owl collecting, and it also features the first time the wand is actually quite out of the way. And you'll see what I do to get around this. I'll explain it when I get to it. This level incorporates just about everything you've seen thus far. Owls, drums, the wand, the wings, and a stupid hard jump. while these owls fly over there, I'm going to make my way back and get some owls that I didn't get earlier. They are absolutely necessary to complete the level, but I didn't get them earlier when I was over here because it's faster to just get them while I'm waiting for those yellow owls. And I get back right when those owls finish their flight. Did I just first try that? Are you kidding?
It's another incredibly difficult jump.
I'd like never first try that in runs either.
Yeah, I almost have only ever seen you get it second try.
Alright,
It's
I'm
a
gonna
very, very tough jump.
sort of abuse the fact that I can respawn whenever I want by purposely avoiding any checkpoints on my way to the wand and then just respawning back on that platform so I'm closer to the goal.
Yeah, we'll be using that a few more times throughout the run. So there's checkpoints that usually are triggered by you stepping on a certain part of the ground, and we can avoid those to use the respawn ability to go and collect things that are out of the way, and then instead of playing through the part of the level that gets you back to where you were, we can just respawn back. This level actually has a few tough strats in it that we'll be seeing, and one of them was just found a couple days ago, so hopefully
Ah!
be...
Oh, that was so close. I have to get these platforms to like fling me up. Okay, yeah. Even third try is still way faster than doing it normally. You can see me get the wings here. So I like to call that the first half of the level. The second half, like Condor said, we just found this strat 2 days ago. Condor found half of it, and I found the other half. So the half he found is the second part. You're going to see me do the first half here, where I go get this owl, and then jump off of here and sort of fly over to this owl. The wand will get that one for me. Yeah, it did. Wait. I definitely should have just flown over here. I didn't have to wait for anything. I'm going to jump off of that disruptor. It gives me a little bit of a boost to get on these owls. Cool. So the disruptor is another mechanic. You also saw it in Forest 6, but I didn't actually have time to mention it. If you're inside of the disruptor, you can't awaken anything, and this includes owls. You also can't use the drums if you have them. And so you're supposed to hit the disruptor, just touch it, and it goes away. But it also gives you a little bit of a boost when you do that. And I use that in Forest 6 as well. So this is a good example of some points in this game where they kind of seem like auto-scrollers. They just make you wait. I wish we had a way to skip this. I've tried to just like one cycle it. It's doesn't seem to be possible as far as I know.
Also, you may have noticed that in the disruptors, you don't normally bring color to anything. You can't awaken any of the things in that area, but he did that in the last level. He was able to awaken some of the owls. So if you use your respawn ability within the disruptor field, you can still awaken things within the disruptor.
Yeah, it works for like half a
dispel
second
it.
after you respawn. I forgot to mention that. Thank you, Condor. You're going to see that come up again once more in this run. I hate this jump. There we go. So this sequence here is deceivingly difficult. Yeah, I didn't keep enough speed. You have to keep your speed to actually successfully get up those owls. If I had every owl, it would be a lot easier. But because I don't... There we go. Oh, sure. So jumping off there actually didn't really waste time, because I'd have to wait for these owls anyway. There is a lot going on in this game, if you haven't noticed already. Okay.
So Helix made that look pretty easy, but it's actually a little difficult to get through that area with all of the platforms flipping up and down like that. It's very easy to have them push you off or flip up and block your jump.
Yeah,
So,
and that's actually more prominent in Islands 1, but you didn't get to see it because I got the skip. So this is Island 6. I don't even know if I want to explain how this works beforehand, because you'll understand after the fact, but I want you to be surprised by it. I think I'm gonna ask for a little bit of serious time. Oh, come on. What? I just slid off. This game is rather slidey, especially when you're on a slope. So, I thought I had it too, but guess not.
That place specifically is very easy to slide off of. Mid-rotation like that, it's really hard to stand on.
There we go. This is better. We're not done. Cool. Alright, hopefully I make this platform cycle. It's gonna be really close. It's always really close. Got it. Sweet. Gonna use the wand to wake up those owls. Or at least one of them.
Nice. That is probably one of the hardest platform cycles to make in the whole speedrun.
It's so tight. I hate it. It's so frustrating when you don't make it too, because you're always so close. Okay, cool. That jump is crazy. Like, I don't really think I can do that justice. It's super hard. And I'm gonna go over here. The wings are really gonna help me out with this jump. I'm gonna go to these owls to be safe. I probably don't need to.
This is another level that was just modified within the last couple days.
Yeah,
so
that strat was found yesterday.
In a marathon that we found yesterday.
Oh my god.
Great job, Helix.
And then, a really silly fail. I actually hate these handrails. Condor, would you like to explain why we are doing this, waking up this elder?
Yeah, so each section of the game, each of the different worlds has an elder that is has fallen asleep, and we need to wake them up and bring them their wand to restore the zone.
Except Forest. Forest does not have an elder to wake up.
Forest does not have an elder.
And that's story related.
Yes, I forget the exact lore of if Kurno is the current elder or if he's your guide through your mission, but Kurno is our pink horned dinosaur looking friend.
I like to call him the pink elephant. He looks like an elephant.
And his magic is actually what allows us to teleport or respawn, rather. Yep. So.
And we're gonna play a lot of percussion in this level.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah, that was a really cool save, actually. It's possible you actually have no idea what Kurno looks like, because you don't really see him in the run. Like, he shows up, but if you're not looking for him, you can super easily miss him.
Yeah, I believe the most we've seen of him so far is in a few cutscenes for half a second before he, like, skipped them.
Yeah.
And he shows up in the overworld a couple times to give you hints and clues.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a cycle skip here that I have never gotten in a run before. Alright, I missed it. I was 100% expecting to miss that. Well, I won't say expecting. I'm always expecting to hit my tricks, just because I think that's the mentality you want to have. But I'm not upset that I missed it, because I know that that is very, very easy to miss. But I think expecting to miss it is probably the wrong term. Also, you might have noticed the parrots. If I get every parrot, then I unlock a bonus level, which is really long and actually quite difficult. But since this is any percent, we don't care about that. I'm gonna jump off here, wake up these owls, and then abuse respawning to get back up. But
yeah, it's actually quite a shame. We're currently routing out parrot percent as an alternative to any percent, because the parrot level is a lot of fun, and it's probably one of my favorite parts of the whole game, and you never see it in the any percent run.
The parrot level is so cool. I don't want to route it because it's so long. I'm hoping Condor does it.
Yeah, I might be working on that pretty soon here. You route in getting the parrots and the levels, and I'll try to route in the actual parrot level.
Yeah, and there's still a lot of work to be done on 90% too. Like I said, we've only been working on this game for a couple months, so there's still a ton of new stuff to be found. Obviously, we found some stuff, yesterday, 2 days ago, and I'm crazy enough to implement it into my run, and I managed to hit both strats today, both of the new ones.
Yeah, I was very excited by that. That's really cool. I wasn't expecting you to go for both of the new strats, but very well done.
I tried them last night. I got one of them, almost got the other one. I was like, I'm good enough at it. I can probably do it in the run. And we're gonna, not get up a platform here. More respawn abuse, that kind of thing. I got those owls there as a backup. I didn't actually need them, as you saw. But in case I missed one of those jumps, then I would have used them. Clouds 4 is one of the most technical levels in this game. It has 2 tricks and then like a chill portion where you just wait for some platforms. I need to go right away or I'm not going to make this cycle. Yeah, stuff like that. I think I'm going to be quiet for the majority of this. Alright, there's trick number 1 of 4.
Yeah, anytime you see Helix jumping up the sides of those rotating platforms, it's very difficult to stay on top of them without falling.
Oh jeez, I hit one of the platforms and bounced in the wrong direction. Here's trick number 2. This is probably the easiest one. Just some simple vectoring. And now we get to chill for a little bit. Just let this platform take us for a ride. When I bonked against that hexagon, it didn't actually lose any time, because I would have had to wait for this platform anyway. A lot of this level is cycle-based, and that applies to, I'd say maybe half the levels in this game are cycle-based.
Yeah, some of them we've managed to skip a lot of the cycles, even though they were primarily intended to be cycle-based, but some of them we do end up having to do quite a bit of waiting.
You just saw trick number 3, that's probably the hardest trick in this level, and here's number 4. Cool, we're pretty much done. I got everything first try. I've been doing that a lot lately. It feels good to get these tricks down, hit them first try in runs. This game is so satisfying. But I still definitely, there's always room for improvement in this game too, which is what I like. My movement could always be a little bit better. This level I've come to hate lately. We've found some really stupid strats for it. I'm doing one right now. Yeah, totally fudged it, but that's okay. I got these owls here as a backup. I was supposed to get on top of the twisting platforms there. There's another strat there. I could have jumped off of that bounce pad and made it to about this section, but it's super difficult. I didn't really want to try it.
Yeah, so getting on top of those corkscrew platforms are even more difficult. They're just as slippery and hard to stay on top of as the other rotating platforms, but they're an eighth of the surface area. So
yeah, it's disgusting.
Very true.
And this whole level is cycle based too. There's something at the very end, which you'll see. I kind of hate it. I've already said I hate it, but this specific reason, this is my least favorite thing in the game.
Yeah, and if there's any donations now, it's probably a good time.
Yeah.
Good, because we actually have a few of them, and I've been asking for it. That's okay. I'm going to tiltify right.
Sorry? You're not coming in.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you like started speaking and then cut out halfway through your sentence. It was weird.
Yeah, sorry. I think Discord's having some issues today. I'm gonna try again. All right, so we got an $80 donation from Air Angel that says, "I always keep my promise. Thanks to everyone that came out to watch. The RNG gods weren't in our favor, but we did it. So thank you very much." That was her donation incentive to match the donations during her run.
Thank you, Air Angel.
We got a $10 donation from that's fine. We actually got two more. So $10 donation from Stupor Ketchup that says praise it. And then we got another $5 donation from Bugston that says prank gang task force at your service, with a salute, I'm sure. But thank you so much for your donations, everybody. And we're like that. We are over $200 threshold, and the Star Fox 1 level 1 warpless race with Rakanai and myself is on for tomorrow. So GG, everybody. Keep those donations coming.
Let's go. I didn't realize I was going to be echoing. I'm sorry about that. But as he was reading those donations, I got another pretty hard trick if Condor wants to explain it. I'm already focused on this next part. I didn't need to hit that disruptor. Condor, are you speaking?
So you're referring to the
thing with the yellow owls where I got the
jump at the beginning of this level?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that was another like very difficult vector jump where you're going uphill and you also need to jump to an owl that's above you, so it's very precise timing to clear that. And he did skip getting extra owls, which takes a while. They're out of the way, and then you also have to wait for them to go to the right position.
Yep. So there's a joke I have in my stream. Tungsten, who just donated, thank you for that, Tungsten, made a command, !elder, and it just yells, "Don't forget the elder," in all caps with 3 exclamation points. So.
You've been doing a great job not forgetting them this run, by the way.
I know. So I used to forget all the time, obviously. And shoutouts to Super Ketchup Man, too. He's like a rather new viewer of mine, I think, tuned in yesterday during my practice for this game. So it's really good to see a donation from him. So thank you. It's all going towards a good cause, of course, so I'm gonna go for the strat, why not? Cool. There's a faster way to do it. I did the slow version of the fast strat, if that makes sense. I didn't have to bounce on both of those, like icicle statues, whatever. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Glacier is slippery because, you know, ice levels. So I'm going to slide around a little bit more than usual. It's actually not too bad. I'm going to restart this level because my cycle's going to be off. I didn't start moving right away. Oh, okay, I missed that. That's fine, though. There's no reason not to go for it. Condor, that's the strat. That's the small strat in this level I mentioned that I haven't gotten to show you yet.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I keep seeing that, and it looks like a jump that's able to make, but I haven't been able to get it.
I've done it before, just not in a run yet. So we're going to have a little bit of time to wait here. I'm trying to think of if there's anything I haven't said yet. I probably should not have tried to do that jump yet. I should have waited for the owls, and then tried to carry my momentum, and I've completely psyched myself out now. Cool. We are quickly approaching the end of this run. So Glacier 3 has an insane IL strat that Condor found. If you see those 2 icicles... Yeah, these 2 icicles next to me, you can jump up one of them, and then hop to the other one, and from there hop to the goal with your momentum. It's crazy. Did I really just miss that? Rip. I got the first part, then I get the second part.
Yeah, and there's actually a kill barrier right on the second jump that he's doing on this, that if you go too far to the left and take the jump too wide, you'll hit the kill barrier even if you don't fall far enough. It's just like in the air, so it's very, very easy to get tripped up by that.
What it is actually a water platform that I can't see because it's behind me. So I have to avoid that when I'm jumping. If I were to hit that, it would have killed me. Oh. Fun. Okay. I'm gonna purposely not hit a checkpoint again so I can warp back. We do this with every wand now, at least all the ones that are out of the way. The forest one is pretty close because they want to make it obvious that you should grab it. Glacier 4 is nuts. At least the first part. There's another one that Condor found. The first thing I'm going to do here is hit a checkpoint in case I fail this. The IL obviously would not do that, and we would be able to do it a cycle earlier. So in runs, this will almost always be slower than the IL unless you're crazy and don't get the checkpoint, which I have definitely considered doing. But nice.
Nice second try. It's not bad.
Unfortunately, I still lost time because I had to wait for the platform, so that's okay.
Yeah, ideally you want to make it to first cycle on this elevator platform that he just took, and then you'll be able to make a early cycle on the next round of platforms too. But
and I'm gonna jump
again,
from
not
here.
too far. So these are actually some of the faster moving platforms out of all of the levels in the game. So
Yeah, I think Glacier might be my favorite realm. There's so many cool skips, and overall it's just so fast.
yeah, it's definitely up there for me too.
So this is Glacier 5. This is one of my favorite ILs. And I found a new strat maybe 3 weeks ago. I'll point it out when I get to it. No. Okay, I just barely missed the ice clip. I didn't go far enough in. Normally I'd have to go up there and get some owls, but I can just do this. Whoops. Straight up pressed the wrong button. That's okay, because I still got the owls I wanted to get. And I'm still going to make this platform cycle. And then this jump is stupid. And I first tried it. Why am I getting all the hard stuff? Like all the really hard stuff.
This is like the opposite of marathon luck, and I'm so happy for you.
It's so weird. I don't understand. So I'm gonna try to first cycle this. Get an earlier platform cycle, otherwise I'd end up waiting quite a bit.
Yeah, this is an incredibly difficult first cycle to make.
You can actually zero cycle if you skip drums, but that's only useful in parrot percent. Because we need the drums to actually reach the end. In parrot percent, you can just get the parrot and then leave, because you don't have to complete every level to get all the parrots. You do have to complete up to, you do have to complete every other realm though, because that's how you unlock Glacier. And I made the first cycle, no sweat.
Very, very nice.
And you're gonna see the sort of respawn awakening glitch here. It gave me it first try. Sometimes it doesn't always give me that. Sometimes I have to try it 2 or 3 times. It's the closest thing to RNG in this game, but I still feel like there's a reason.
So earlier I said that that was one of the islands level was like the tightest platform cycling in the whole game. It might actually be this one.
Oh shoot, get ready on time, by the way.
They're both really tough.
Get ready on time. It'll be when I hit the last pillar of this elder. So... time. Okay. So here's... we might as well go through this last cutscene. Here's Newt giving the wands to the elders. And so it was also Newt's birthday. And for Newt's present, Kurno, this is Kurno, the pink elephant thing, gives her his horn. And that's what the teleportation came from. It was Kurno helping Newt, so that's what the whole respawn thing was. So now Newt can do it herself. And earlier, in some of the cutscenes that we skipped, it was revealed that there was an elder who failed his test. And that was actually Kurno, 10 years ago, who failed to become the Forest Elder and was guarding the forest while Newt was preparing for her test. So now Newt is the new Forest Elder, but because his horn is gone, Kurno disappears. And obviously Newt does not like this. But, as you can see here, Kurno is Newt's friend, and being an elder means nothing without him. So Kurno returns his horn and lets him stay. Or Newt returns Kurno's horn and lets him stay. I ruined the moment. And that was actually the test. That was actually the test that Newt passed. And so Newt becomes the new tone from the prophecy. And now, if you notice, Newt 1, new tone.
Also, can I just point out, I'm pretty sure that you at least tied world record.
You're kidding.
Maybe.
You're kidding.
Maybe got new world record.
Toko, what was the time?
It's 31:54.
That is correct. 31:54.
I literally tied the world record. What?
Gonna have to go back and frame count that one.
Like actually. That's hilarious. I got world record yesterday by 3 seconds. And I guess I just tied it in the marathon. Huh. I feel really, really bad about the little things I missed, because there are definitely a lot of little things that I just managed to get all the hard stuff. That's so weird. Alright. Shoutouts to the developers, Devanari. Obviously, like I said, they are local. This game is on Steam, and they're working with Whitethorn to port it to consoles. But if you want to get it, if you want to learn this run, it is on Steam for $10. Pick it up. You can hit me up on Twitter, helix13_, or heck, even look up Newt1 on speedrun.com and join our Discord. I'm in there, willing to help you out as much as I can. I'm sure Condor will too. We even have one of the devs in there too, actually. And they've been really supportive of us so far, so shoutouts to them. And all of my friends that came here, I know I spread this around so much, so thank you guys for the support. Tungsten, Super Ketchup Man for your donations. And Air Angel, I believe you do. Yeah, the $80 donation. She said she was matching all donations during her run, so that's pretty awesome. And of course, my Twitch is the same as my Twitter, helix13_. If you enjoyed this, I'd love to see you there sometime. I'll start streaming some more pretty soon as college wraps up. Condor, anything you want to say? Plug your Twitch, maybe?
Yeah, I'm Condor6425 on Twitch. I usually do Zelda Ocarina of Time speedruns, but I also am getting back into Newt 1, so hopefully we'll be seeing more of that soon too. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming out.
His streams are super fun. Last but not least, shoutouts to everyone who does marathons, but most importantly, at least for this case, Toko and actually all of his volunteers and stuff for the amazing work towards this marathon. And of course, I can't go into a marathon without shouting the Midwest Speedfest guys. That's actually where I found this game, was at one of their marathons. I'm part of their staff. We do marathons just like this, but in Minnesota. Contact me if you want more info about it. That's all I've got. Oh, and donate.